there, Janae with Palin Projects here, and in this week's video, I am going to be potting up my brassicas. So cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, maybe artichokes as well. The reason why I am starting these, so it is, what is it, end of March. I'm starting these now because they are cold tolerant. Plant starts or plants. I'm not saying that they're going to be tolerant to like sub-freezing temperatures, but they can kind of deal with around freezing temperatures. And not as babies, but as full-grown plants, or plants that are acclimated to that weather. So I still probably won't plant these out until beginning of May-ish. My last frost date is end of May. Memorial Day weekend is kind of when we think or see our last frost-ish. So I probably will plant these guys out early to mid-May. And then this year we have access to a cold frame. And so I'm going to be working on growing these out and putting those in the cold frame as well, just so that we get food faster. I can't necessarily plant these out in my garden. I was thinking about doing kind of a makeshift cold frames out in my garden. If that interests you, feel free to drop a comment below and I'll make a video about it, because I have a couple of ideas of how I want to do it. I just haven't, it's not that I'm not motivated, we have access to this, like I said, cold frame greenhouse. Greenhouses are just heated cold frames. So if I interchange the words, I apologize. It is a cold frame, it's not heated. But I have access to that cold frame, but it's also like 30 miles south of me, so it's not like it's right out my back door. I would very much like to put the time in to build mini cold frames for my garden as well. So if that interests you, let me know. But today we'll be going through the brassicas, planting the brassicas. I have already provided a variety video for you all, long format. But today we're going to be utilizing the 128 cell plug tray from Bootstrap Farmer. I do have solid trays that the plug tray will go into, just like that. And then I have a humidity dome that goes over that. So this is the seed starting setup for this year. 128 plugs. I will be doing a couple plants or a couple seeds per cell, so I'll probably get more than 128 varieties, or not varieties, but 128 plants in this, which will be great because then I can split them again between my house and the cold frame that we're going to be utilizing this year. I probably will have to uppot them. Maybe. We'll see. I really want to save my 3-inch pots for I can't see that way. I had to move the humidity dome. I want to save my 3-inch pots though for my tomatoes and peppers because they need to be out, or be up potted and stay with me a little bit longer. So I don't necessarily want to up pot these. If I do, I'll probably find a different way to do it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what our weather is like. We're supposed to have an earlier spring and a warmer spring this year. But if this weather's any indication, we had our first false spring a couple weeks ago, and it has been nothing but doom and gloom since. It's been kind of off and on, sleeting. Yeah, like it's snowing right now. That's great. We've had nothing but like windstorms as well. And this area isn't like prone to wind. Where I grew up, that was wind. And for me to say that it's been kind of windy here it's a big deal. Like, we're getting some wind. It's kind of obnoxious. I don't know how I grew up in the windy area, because now wind is awful. Like, give me snow, give me sleet. Put wind with it and I'm out. Anywho, I still should be able to plant these out a little bit sooner. And so maybe starting them at the end of March, giving them about a month to grow. Maybe I won't have to pot them out of these plug trays, and I can just pop them into the cold frame and out into my garden. The other thing that I have that I think these plugs can go into are like little 6-packs. Do I have one? No, I have a 3-inch. This is the 3-inchers that I'll be potting the tomatoes and peppers into. But I don't have a 6-cell tray. But maybe I look at potting them. It's not much bigger, but it would give me enough time. It would buy me enough time in order to plant these out. So regardless of that, let's get into planting. out all of, or planted all of our brassicas. I did do cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and artichokes. I'm very excited for all of those. All of those can go into the cold frame down where, you know, where we're going to utilize it. All of those can go out into my garden. The one thing that I wanted to note is a lot of people grow brassicas as like early spring or late fall crops. Light frosts help to condense the sugars, kind of like in carrots, and it makes them a little bit sweeter. Not necessarily in the artichokes, maybe in the Brussels sprouts, but definitely like in the cabbages and the broccoli and the cauliflowers. Like, they really do prefer colder weather. And I'm not talking like the freezing temps. I'm just talking about like the colder weathers. It really helps for, you know, their sugars and whatnot. And they don't bolt and all of that jazz as well. So that's why I'm starting them so soon. That's why I'm hoping to get them out into the cold frame and into my garden sooner than, say, my peppers and my tomato varieties. They can just handle it. The brassicas can. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them below. I will be providing not daily, but hopefully weekly updates via the YouTube Reels. If that is something that you would all appreciate, more of a longer format video, just let me know and I'd be happy to provide that. But as of right now, I'm doing updates via those short reels. It just seems to work a little bit better, and it gets you all updates on kind of a regular cadence as well. So anywho, I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you in the next project. Thanks everyone. Bye.